Israel's single-day multi-front war. Gaza Strip, Lebanon, Syria struck at once by IDF within 24 hours. Israel Defense Forces unleashes might against Hamas, Hezbollah, and the Syrian regime. IDF's action in light of the October 7, 2023 massacre, which has since put the Middle East on edge. The Israeli army has stepped up its deadly offensive in the Gaza Strip as the Israel versus Hamas war nears a 2-year mark. Now, to wipe out Hamas and PIJ terrorists under Phase 2 of the IDF's Gideon's Chariots, Israeli forces have stepped up their operation. As the IDF is gearing up for a big Gaza takeover plan, Hamas and PIJ terror targets are being destroyed as Gazans are asked to evacuate. The Israeli army has dropped several videos showing the demolition of high-rise buildings, stating that terror groups were using them. IDF claimed Hamas was using the sites for plotting terror attacks, planting explosives, carrying out surveillance over Israeli troops, and more. A total of 5 high-rise buildings have been located, bombed between September 6th and 9th. The footage captures massive explosions, a huge cloud of smoke as the tower turned into rubble within seconds. Clock ticking for Hamas and PIJ terrorists as IDF intensifying fierce operation for complete Gaza invasion. IDF intensifies offensive deep inside Lebanon to thwart Hezbollah's attempt to rebuild forces and weapons. In a fresh attack, the Israeli Air Force bombed Hezbollah's military compounds belonging to the terror group's elite Radwan force. IDF claims targeted sites were used by Hezbollah for conducting training, preparing terrorists for planning, and carrying out terror attacks against IDF and Israel. The position was also used as a weapons storage facility amid the disarmament call, said the Israeli army. IDF said that the training and use of sites by Hezbollah to store weapons are a blatant violation of the Israel-Lebanon ceasefire understanding and posed a threat to Israel. Israeli strikes came amid ongoing tensions despite a U.S.-brokered ceasefire that ended the 14-month war between Israel and Hezbollah in November 2024. The IDF versus Hezbollah war began after the Lebanese militia fired rockets across the border on October 8, 2023. This came one day after the deadly Hamas-led incursion into southern Israel that sparked the war in Gaza. Since then, both sides have been locked in an escalating conflict that became a full-blown war in late September last year. Dangerous Israel versus Syria escalation imminent as IDF located bombed military bases deep inside the region. Israeli Air Force's fierce airstrikes on Homs in central Syria, Palmyra and Latakia in Syria's Mediterranean coastline. The footage of the aerial assaults appears to show a large cloud of smoke and debris rising in the vicinity of Homs. Massive explosions, a huge cloud of smoke billowing skywards, captured as the IDF's fury turns the Syrian sky red. The Syrian Foreign Ministry condemned the attack, calling it a flagrant violation of international law and the principles of the United Nations Charter. IDF also conducted multiple strikes and military incursions in late August, according to Damascus. Israeli troops carried out operations against weapons Iran provided to the now ousted Assad regime, which were stored in the area. In December 2024, the IDF began Op Bashan Arrow inside Syria after Bashar al-Assad's regime was. Israel's operation aims to take out weaponry, fearing it could fall into the hands of hostile forces, the HTS rebel group Hezbollah. Syria and Israel have technically been in a state of war since 1948, the year Israel was established.